Regional Director for Legal and Corporate Affairs of Microsoft Southeast Asia and the former Vice Dean of the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy, the National University of Singapore, to deliver the wrap-up as well as the closing remarks for this program.
Thank you. Hello. 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 Okay. Hello. May I just ask everybody to look up from your cell phones? I know I'm the only person standing between you and lunch, and I promise I won't be very long. So to wrap up, what I think has been a packed morning, packed with data, packed with insights, packed with policy points, let me roll a video for you to start.
People used to refer to the two pillars of discovery, theory, and experimentation, but now you gotta look at computing also as a way of discovery.
In the life of medical sciences, the days of the aha moment when the test tube turns blue and you've made all your discoveries is ending. The new life science discovery paradigm is massive amounts of data, new ideas for analyzing that data, and the capability of doing it.
If you go back to 2001, it cost $100 million to sequence a genome because all that technology has been commoditized. Today, it's less than $6,000. The sequencers that are out there are generating data so fast right now that 15 petabytes of next generation sequencing information needs to be analyzed on an annual basis. The data is doubling every 8 months, and our compute capability is only doubling every 24 months. So it's going to be hard for institutions to create computing resources to be able to do this alone. This is where the cloud comes in. It makes sense to have cloud providers like Microsoft Azure to provide those resources. What's exciting is that we have access to Hadoop-based tools. HD Insight provides us an interface that enables life scientists to grok this humongous amount of data that's coming out of next generation sequencers in a very natural way.
When we first started doing this a year ago, it took 2 weeks to analyze one genome on our computer. And we now do 100 genomes a day.
So what excites me about what I'm doing in the cloud is the ability to accelerate discovery to the point that we may be able to find treatments for cancer. It's the journey of discovery that drives me more than anything else. And in the process of doing that, also being able to educate our leaders and scientists and engineers of tomorrow.
Thank you. So I hope that this video captured for you what we've really been talking about today. The story of cloud computing and the fourth industrial revolution is the story of you and me. And what this encapsulated is what technology can do. It took $100 million to sequence the first genome, and today it costs less than $6,000 to sequence a genome. Before, you take 2 weeks to do the same job, sequencing a genome. Today you can sequence 100 genomes in a day. And this is only possible because of the massive, massive computing power that has been made available by the cloud. Now if you, the question then for us, as we sit in this room, and we're not all technologists, the question is, what is our big ambition? Because the tool is there, the technology is there. What is our big ambition? I'd like to throw out a few examples of cloud-powered solutions on which we can end today's seminar so that you can think about solutions that you can help develop for your own business, your company, your government, for yourself as an individual. And these are the core questions to ask. We have this technology, but we want it to be available for as many people as possible. So the first big problem for many people today in ASEAN is education. Indonesia has so many islands, 30,000 islands, more than the Philippines. We have 7,000, and many people don't have access to quality education. One solution developed here in the Philippines powered by cloud computing is called the Egg. It is a self-contained box. It's actually a container that has everything you need in it to teach for productivity. It also can generate its own power, solar power. It can generate water by condensing moisture in the air. and it can be set up anywhere. And this is what it looks like. This was developed here in the Philippines in partnership with the Department of Education, and this is what it looks like inside. And this would be powered by TV white space if you're taking it to some place very, very remote. So this is a classroom that you can set up anytime, anywhere, and this would be a solution for access to quality education. You can be online or offline with this kind of technology. Education. Second problem that we have, people with disability. This blind man is an employee of Microsoft, and he wears special glasses. These glasses, as he walks along the street, is connected to the Internet of Things. It has sensors and cameras, and it tells him what he is seeing as he is walking. He could actually, literally, almost see. And when he sits in a restaurant to order food, the camera of the glasses will look at the menu and will tell him to move the menu left or right so it can be read, and read it out loud to him so he could order for himself. In the Philippines, there is a company called Ganashtim. 90% of its employees are disabled, 90%. I have hired them for Microsoft. They work in the online services, learning and services support industry. And they're blind, they're quadriplegic, they have polio, it doesn't matter. They're employed full-time, they are paying their taxes, and they're living a full life. In Vietnam and in 3 other countries, we've launched a portal for online learning and mentoring for youth who are out of school, who may not have the opportunities, who are marginalized, so that they can pick up skills that will allow them to be employed. In Cambodia, where there are 1.2 million trafficked children every year, we have worked with the Cambodia Children's Fund and the police to create the Child Protection Unit. And using Office 365, our productivity suite, they're able to collaborate, communicate, and share data faster and better to give hope to families whose children have been trafficked. Finally, in Thailand, we have developed an application for farmers so that the certification for their organic products can be done faster. So if you see here, the process was dramatically shortened from 2 days to 1 hour. And that translates to savings in time and more earnings for farmers. So at the end of the day, for us, this technology is there. It's very important that we trust it, and trust is generated only by companies like Microsoft investing in security, investing in privacy, in making sure that we help governments and users and customers develop the awareness to make decisions for themselves and to avail of this technology. So I will end here. I hope that you leave the room having learned something you didn't know, that you will read the report, and that you will get excited about what your own government is doing, and that I hope your own institutions go back and think about how you empower yourselves. And I hope that the studies that our professors have prepared will be of use to all of you who came today. So with that, let me thank you, and let's go have lunch. Thank you very much.